Hello. I have been barely reading for the past few days. I don't know, I've sort of lost my flow. But I did want to check in, mainly because I haven't in a while. I am still only 100 pages into Allegedly. I haven't picked it back up. I've been... Oh, okay. I've been trying to really actually get into Smoke in the Sun. I'm 117 pages in and finally reunited with Ranmaru Tsunioki, the artist formerly known as Ranmaru. I've been like, where's my boy? Where's my son? You just can't leave me hanging. I need to know what's going on. So the chapter that I'm on starts with him. He's alive and kicking, so that's good to know. Sorry, that might be a mild spoiler. So I don't know if I'm gonna actually read anything tonight, but I'm really gonna try. I haven't even really been listening to my audiobook. Just not feeling it. It's so hot outside. My God, hold on. Use your sunblock, kids. Anyway, I wanted to check in. I'm on my way to do a thing, but I wanted to check in to say that I'm still reading Smoke in the Sun. I'm still with the Black Clan, and hopefully at the back, I have my cloth in here. And just revelations about my boy, my sweet boy, Tsunioki, and that I called, or it's not confirmed, but I called it in book 1. I was like, also wanted to update because I am doing a fun thing that's book related today. I'm getting a bookish tattoo. I'm very excited. So the next clip will probably be me getting it done. So hello. It is almost the end of August. Today's the 26th. It's Dylan O'Brien's birthday if anyone cares like I do. And I realized that this might be the worst vlog that I have done thus far. Worst reading vlog. I don't know if I've actually vlogged anything of substance all month. I do not remember that the last clip was me about to get on the trolley, and all I told you was I was going to get a bookish tattoo. Not what, not who, not where, not why. It just ended there. So first things first, I have gotten said tattoo, and I guess I'll show it. Let's see the best I can show it here. I should probably insert a picture. I actually got a Children of Blood and Bone tattoo. This is the symbol for the Seer clan. If you, let's see, it actually goes this way. I'm actually just gonna insert a picture so you can actually see it. But yeah, I am a seer. That is my Magi clan. If there's a quiz, much like the sorting quiz for your Hogwarts house, there is a quiz to see which Magi clan you're in, and I'm a seer. So I have known I wanted a CBB tattoo since like before I've even finished reading the book. We all know, it's no secret how much I love this book, how much it means to me, not just as like it's an amazing book, but just the fact that there's like this huge fantasy novel with all these characters that look like me and are just like kicking butt and taking names, and it's just still like a fantasy novel, but it's also very relevant to the world we're living in right now. So I knew I wanted something that represented that magic. And apparently I am the first person to get a Children of Blood and Bone tattoo, which is pretty freaking rad. So Tomi has posted the picture that I put on Twitter, that I tweeted to her on her Instagram, and also the picture that I posted on my my Bookstagram on her story. So, and it's really cool. And I got the tattoo on Wednesday. So what's today, Sunday? So in the past like 2 or 3 days, two or 3 days, I don't know. I have no concept of time. I have gained almost 100 followers on my Bookstagram. That's wild. Also, thanks, Tommy. And also, if you are a person that follows my Bookstagram, thank you. So yeah, that's just all really, really exciting, and I don't know, just makes me really giddy. I am fangirling still. I'm a nerd. Anyway, second point of business. I'm still reading the same books I was reading at the beginning of the month. I am almost finished Smoke in the Sun. I am on page 279, and Renee and I are gonna fight. We're gonna fight. We're just gonna fight, like, on site. I'm at the really intense, we're about to end the book, everything's gotta go out with a bang. Like, I didn't mean that literally, sis. Stop killing people that I care about. First, there was one death that I was like, okay, this character I have, like, no real attachment to. It's sad, but, like, things happen. And then, like, right 2 pages later, I'm just like, oh my sweet son. Not the same sweet son that I've been talking about. Sorry, let me address that. I'm not referring to Sunioki. So I'm upset. I'm hurt. I'm betrayed. I excuse you. If she takes out anyone else that I care about, I am going to have some strong words for Miss Atia, okay? She did this to me in The Wrath and the Dawn also. Well, actually, that was a lot worse. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, that's that. I'm hopefully maybe possibly going to finish that between tonight and maybe early tomorrow. I wanted to finish it by today, but then I got really upset and just stopped reading. My tab actually says absolutely not. So if I don't actually succeed in that, it will probably be because I am watching To All the Boys I've Loved Before for the 3rd and 4th time in a matter of a day. I did it. I finally caved. I finally watched the movie, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I love it so much. It makes me so happy. Like I said, I watched it twice in a span of 6 hours. I never read the book, so that's at the top of my to-do list, is to read the books. Because I need my Lara Jean, my Peter Kavinsky and company constantly in my life. And I don't know, I just, you know how I feel about like fluffy contemporary novels. I just never, I can't say I wasn't interested, because I relate heavily to LJ. So when I read the synopsis of the book like ages ago, I was like, well, if there's gonna be one I'm gonna read, it's gonna be that one. I just never got around to it. It wasn't a priority. And now it's a priority, and now I have a problem that I try to avoid, and his name is Noah Centineo. I knew this was going to happen. I tried to avoid it happening. In fact, part of the reason that I'm just watching the movie is because part of me just wanted to keep pushing it off till the hype died down a little bit, because everyone was talking about Noah Centineo, Peter Kavinsky, and I'm like, right. In fact, like, he was all over my timeline. That was my shoe, by the way. And I was like, I saw him and I was like, oh, okay, alright, he's cute. What a face. But I don't have to get attached because everyone's talking about Peter, and I'm like, I don't know anything about Peter. I could avoid this. I knew that if I saw this beautiful man being adorable and just charming and lovable, that I would never get out of this hole. And I know someone's gonna be like, oh my god, I was standing him since the Fosters. I was standing him since Austin and Alley. Great. That doesn't matter though. I'm here now. I am ready to walk down the aisle and be wifed up, you know? Mistakes have been made. I watched the boy eat avocados and drink water for 18 minutes. I hate avocado. For the record, they gross me out. I mean, but we could also babble about the rest of the cast. Lana Condor is adorable. I love her. I want to be best friends with her. So if there's ever like a movie situation that I could just... All of this is clumped into one thing, so deal with it. My battery died. Where was I? If there's ever a movie situation, anyone ever want to cast me in a movie with both of those humans, I would love that. So yeah, like I said, my battery died, so this is actually hours later from the rant I was going on. I have maybe 100 pages left of Smoke in the Sun, and I'm just stressed and mad and just hate everybody. I hate everybody. I hate Kenshin. I hate Roku. I hate Raiden. I'm just... Anyway, my friend just sent me a picture of her reading Children, Blood and Bone at the beach, so that's pretty awesome. I gave her my second signed copy that I got from BookCon, so I'm glad that she's reading it. I hope she loves it as much as, especially with as much as I've hyped it up. So, yeah. I'm just gonna, it's almost 1 a.m. I think, so I'm just gonna read some more and possibly watch To All the Boys, possibly watch some Noah Centineo interviews on the tube. Actually, Jackie Anna has a new vlog and a new tutorial up, so actually that's what I'm going to do, and then we'll see what comes after that. I have to wash my tattoo. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize for this that's happening. But I just finished reading Smoke in the Sun, and I'm really mad that Renee writes duologies because it can't just end like that. I need more. I need to know what happens afterwards. I want to like go into detail, but I don't want to spoil anything. But just every time I read like the ending of one of her duologies, I'm like, okay, then what? How are you just gonna do this to me? Like, come on. But I love all of my children. Alrighty, Smoke in the Sun. I finally finished reading this book, and I have a lot of thoughts. Okay, so since this is a sequel, I'm not really going to go into the synopsis of this book, but I will give a brief rundown of the first book. This is the sequel to Flame in the Mist by Renee Attiah, which is a retelling of Mulan set in Imperial Japan. The main character, Mariko, is set to marry the crown prince's brother, but on her way to a castle in preparation for a wedding, her convoy is attacked and she is thought to be dead. She survives and sets off to infiltrate the Black Clan, which is a group of mercenaries who she thinks are the ones responsible for the assassination attempt. The story is the story of her pretending to be a boy to figure out who tried to kill her and why. And this is the sequel to that story. That's all I'm going to say about that. Look, it's not a secret at all, I just spat everywhere, that I love Renee Attiah's writing. Everybody knows how much I love The Wrath in the Dawn, and oh my god, all of the titles are jumbled in my head, and The Rose and the Dagger. So obviously, bless you. So I'm not at all shocked that I love these books. I have grown up absolutely obsessed with Mulan, so when I heard that there was a Mulan retelling, I was like, absolutely. And I love the first book. I think I have a video of me talking about my experience, or talking about the first book. I loved it. I love the characters. I love Marika. I love the female characters that Renee writes. I mean, I love the male characters that Renee writes too, if you can get my drift. Anyway, so I had high expectations. I needed for how this story was going to wrap up and end, and every time it irritates me. I'm going to be really honest. It irritates me that she writes duologies, because I always get to the end and I'm always just like, what am I supposed to do? How is that the ending? what do you mean? So I went into this book. If you recall during the vlog, my assumptions about certain characters were very correct. I still would like to fight Kenshin, Raiden, and especially Roku. I'm glad that there were some redemption storylines going on in here. I do really wish that the conclusion to the Roku storyline had a twinge, that's not a word, twinge, smidge, whatever, a touch more drama. That part just felt kind of rushed. Like, it was like, okay, we need to sort this storyline out, let's get a conclusion. There were some bits at the end that just felt like we were unraveling just to get to the end, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this book. I enjoy her writing. I'm looking forward to whatever retelling that Renee is going to throw at me next. I regret not going to get this signed at BookCon. What was it, like a Tomy panel I was at or something? But yeah, I think that's all I can really say, because it's a sequel. So I enjoyed it. I knew I was going to enjoy it. I enjoyed the first book. I enjoyed the other books less. And I know I said this when I reviewed The Wrath and the Dawn and Rose and the Dagger, but I absolutely need a movie made out of these. One, because I love the story. Two, but most importantly, because I need this all-Asian cast fantasy movie. I just need all of my children come to life on the screen. I found in this book I became really, really attached to Tsuneyuki. That's my son. I will throw hands at anyone that tries to hurt him, okay? So, let's see. Today's the 28th. I'm not sure what I'm going to get done in the next few days, but I am picking allegedly back up. I stopped reading it, trying to really get into Smoke in the Sun. So I am on page 105. I don't see me, I won't speak negatively. I could very well finish this book in 3 days. We'll see. I know TV's really loud, I know. Okay, jeez. But it's almost 2 a.m. and in the last minutes of what's still considered the 31st of August, I just finished reading, allegedly, and oh my god, I just stopped shaking. I am reeling. I'm shook. Oh my god, I didn't see that coming. I feel lied to. I feel sabotaged. I don't have, wow. Okay. Hi, hello. This might be completely out of focus because the camera that I usually film on, I left the charger in Nashville. So I'm back with my big, like, camera that I use for photos because that's what I'm working with. So anyway, it is September 20th, right? And I realized I never did the last review. That's why the second half of my August Read With Me hasn't gone up yet. And to compensate for that, I just put makeup on for once. I even did my eyebrows. Who am I? Is she okay? Anyway, the last book I read in August was Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. And when I tell you this book shook me to my core, this book destroyed a part of my life, I think. Alright, long story short, that's coffee. This book is the story of Mary, who is a foster child in a group home. She just got out of baby prison, where she allegedly killed a baby when she was like 8. The baby was being watched by Mary's mother, and allegedly she killed her. And I just said that. I don't know why I just repeated it in a different way. So this is perhaps a mild spoiler, is it? I'm reading the back of the book to see if it's a spoiler. No, it's not. Mary finds herself pregnant at, how old is she, 15 at the start of this book, and this is kind of the story of her trying to, I guess, get her and her baby out of the system and into a better life with her boyfriend, her baby's father. And it also just delves into like the messed up foster care system and the messed up, what is it called? I can't think of words. Like the jail system, incarceration, prison system. Thank you, mother. It also delves into mental health and psychology. This is like a psychological mystery thriller type book, because the plot twist at the end blew my entire mind. There's I'm trying, my brain is scattering because I can't really explain much at all about this book without ruining the whole story. You just gotta dive into it, read it. This is a friend of mine suggested that, a friend of mine that I met at BookCon, Letitia, read this book and told me as soon as she finished it that I had to read this book. She raved about this book. She told me that this book was going to like mess me up, and I didn't anticipate how messed up I was going to be by this book. First of all, I thought I was just going to be emotional because Mary was going through a lot. She's now revealing that she didn't kill Alyssa, that's the baby, and as she's telling what really happened, it's like, wow, she's going through all this and she didn't even commit the crime. And just a lot of the stuff she goes through in the house. She's just trying to better herself and provide for the child that she hasn't had yet. But I get to the end of this book and I just felt blindsided. I felt personally manipulated and lied to and disrespected, and I couldn't even think of reading another book for about a week after I finished this book. I was actually speechless. It was a lot. Just why, Tiffany? What? Why? Who do you think you are that you could put me through that? So I initially had plans to pick up Tiffany D. Jackson's other book, the one that just came out, Monday's Not Coming. I own the book, but after I read this, I needed a break. I was like, I can't do that to myself again, because I'm sure that's gonna punch me in the head. Also, just read Allegedly, and then just please either on this video or on Twitter or on Instagram, please let's babble about this book. I want to start a book club just to talk about this book. Do you understand me? This is why I'm doing this review on September 20th, because I had to put the book down and I couldn't come right back in to talk about the book. I just needed to find the pieces of my brain that were just scattered around this room, and I kept putting it off, and now here we are, and now I'm worked up and upset again. So anyway, that was that was Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. I'm not sure if I've actually filmed an outro yet, but if I haven't, those are the books I read in August. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and if you enjoy listening to me babble about a month's worth of reading every month, please give this a thumbs up. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down here, so you can follow me, and I'll follow you back, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!